My name is Maria Gayosa, and we got the document transforming Imperial China into a nation. So the document starts off by stating how, with the new challenges that the Chinese society was affronting in their intellectual and political, they needed to renew themselves, or the idea of borrowing from the United States and Europe was introduced. The emperor or leader Liang, he wanted to preserve the basic features of Chinese society as it had already developed over the years, but he still believed that in order to have a strong independent nation, they needed to investigate extensively methods of other nations. And the way they would accomplish this, well, they were going to select the good succeeding points and make them their own shortcomings, like if they had a weakness in such, for instance, in a political or in their economics, they would copy or base off from the other nations and made them their own. So they just thought that in order to have the good base or good politic views, they needed the people's virtue, wisdom, and vitality. So yeah.
Lin Keqiao wanted to use political, academic, and commercial strengths from the Western society whilst preserving Chinese culture. That meant that China would need to adapt to a newer and stronger government that could properly support their new ideas with commercial and foreign trade. China shall need a constitution, a parliament, and a responsible government, and create laws to strengthen their commercial laws, which will protect the rights of domestic trade and industry, thus promoting foreign trade, which will make them a stronger nation economically.
I'm Victoria, and he illustrated these ideas by talking about commerce and economic competition, on how economic competition was one of the biggest problems in the world, and that they recognized importance in improving foreign trade, because foreign trade for them was a way that they could get their power and be able to conquer other countries, nations, yeah? And it was a way for them to fight for their existence, to have power. And in order to have a successful foreign trade, they had to first protect the rights of domestic trade and industry. In order to promote, erase that. But first of all, in order to protect the rights of the trade and domestic industry, they had to set commercial laws. But commercial laws weren't enough. They had to back that up with judicial power. They had to know that the power belonged in a certain position and they couldn't overthrow that. So each place, they had to kind of put their foot down. And so if someone broke the law, they couldn't just say like, oh, it's fine. They had to have a punishment for that. And in order for all of this foreign trade to work, it was down to 3 rules: to have a constitution, a parliament, and a responsible government.
Yay, good.